push his way forward here for a good little game. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Shift together here from the D-line. Carr gives to Marshawn. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From midfield, here's Carr. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing his car on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. The 30, past the 20, and all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. To throw is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. Fourth down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
Well, you want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff comes to Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They'll run again with Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. In motion, Patterson. Carr to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On the give, this is Lynch. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and just 1. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Cook has it, left side. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken near the 13. Oh, what a move. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Down to 7 seconds now. 6. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback.